Congratulations, class of 2017. You have made it halfway through high school. While this is a fun and exciting time, it can also be stressful as you approach graduation and post-high school goals. Some of you may be thinking about college, while others may be planning on full-time employment. Either way, you'll have a greater number of opportunities with education. This slide is a snapshot from the U.S. Department of Labor. It is displaying search results of jobs which require less than a high school diploma. They list 2 entries. Here are the results using high school diploma in the search. 206. This is one website, one search engine, but hopefully a helpful example of how you will have more choices with education. To graduate from Laramie High School, you will be completing 4 credits of English, 3 credits of math, 3 of science, 3 of social studies, which includes U.S. history, 2 credits of PE health, and 1 credit of vocational fine arts. In total, to graduate from Laramie High School, you must earn 25 credits and complete 8 semesters of attendance. Graduation requirements are not the same as Hathaway requirements. Hathaway, the merit-based scholarship, is based upon a student's cumulative GPA, ACT or SAT score, and the success curriculum. The English and social studies requirements for the top tiers of Hathaway are the same as graduation requirements at Laramie High School: 4 years of English, 3 years of social studies. For math, students will be completing algebra, geometry, algebra 2, and 1 additional year of math. For science, students will be completing 4 years or 4 credits worth of science coursework. Now, the largest change comes in the area of world language. For your graduating class, you will need to complete 2 years of a world language. Then, in addition to those 2 years, you will need to complete either 2 additional years of the same language, 2 years of a different language, 2 years of vocational coursework, or 2 years of fine arts coursework. The Hathaway Success Curriculum was designed as college prep, so that way students would be prepared to go into college with a strong coursework base. Now, some of you might be thinking, I am not staying in Wyoming and I am not going to be using the Hathaway. That does not mean that just by following the Hathaway requirements, you're going to be ready for the college of your choice. You really need to start thinking about the requirements that other colleges have. For example, some require that you do complete 4 years of a language. Some may have a fine arts requirement, and I've seen others that have a computer science requirement. A variety of college search engines exist. This is a list of 3 examples. This website is an example of a free college search engine. This one was developed by the College Board, and so some of you who have taken the SAT, AP testing, if you've already received your PSAT results, you've heard of Big Future. It's always advertised by the College Board. And again, it is a free college search engine. Now you could go ahead and type a school in here, but what I like is I like going under Find Colleges and doing a college search. And what this does is it pulls up their list of 3,853 colleges and universities. Okay, so it's pulled up a list of all their schools, and you can look through each one. They list them here alphabetically, and you can change how they display. But again, it's 3,853 colleges and universities, so a rather high number to start with. So if you go over here under Select Filters, you could take a look at schools based upon, I'm going to highlight some big ones: location, majors, sports and activities, and cost of attendance. I'm going to start off by majors. I'm going to go over here. Now I could just kind of be rather generic. Maybe I know I enjoy science, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I could just click on that, but instead, oh, hello, unclick. I am going to go and type in a specific, major. And over here it's saying, well, how important is that to you? I'm going to say it's a must-have because I'm going to only list one major. Now if you look right here, the number has already gone down to 1,732. Still kind of a big number. So location. I can take a look at colleges based upon proximity to my home. Maybe I want to kind of get away just a little bit. I could type in 200. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the region. I'm going to go in to Minnesota. So I want to look at a school in Minnesota that has psychology as an offering. And now I'm down to 37 results. Okay, I'm going to click on this to close. And again, it's listed alphabetically. And I can take a look at all the schools listed. Go to the next page. And then I'm going to take a look at the University of Minnesota Duluth campus. Okay, so it's loading up. And what this does is it gives me a lot of information about the University of Minnesota Duluth. You can start to see the money right there. I can look at the other majors that they offer. This is kind of nice because a lot of times when you're a junior, you kind of maybe know some of the things you want to do, but maybe you're not quite sure. You can take a look at some of the other majors that are offered there. So if you're deciding between one or two programs of study, maybe you can find those at one school so you don't have to change schools. That's rather important for some people. But that is just one of the search engines that you can go to in order to find information about all the different colleges and universities that are out there. And of course, you can look at any school's individual website. As you look at the website, I would suggest that you take a look at information such as admissions, scholarships, payments, financial aid. Lots of information is coded differently on each individual website, so you might have to have just a little patience to find the information that you're looking for. But it's to your benefit to spend the time to make sure you are well educated about the college or university. For those of you who are thinking about participating in collegiate athletics, it is very important that you talk to not only your coach, but your high school counselor. It is typically in the junior year that potential athletes will go online through the NCAA clearinghouse. The clearinghouse determines your eligibility for collegiate athletics. The major component is determining a new GPA based upon what they consider core academic coursework. Once this new GPA is determined, they'll also take a look at your test scores. All of this information is used to determine whether or not you will be eligible to play collegiate athletics. Okay, so we've talked about GPA, and in particular, cumulative GPA has been brought up more than once. It is very important for you to understand how a cumulative GPA is calculated. Each semester, you've received a grade report, and at the bottom of that grade report, you see a GPA. That is a semester GPA. Now, the same is true if you look on PowerSchool and you go under Quick Lookup, you're going to see your current GPA for that particular semester. This is very different from a cumulative GPA. A cumulative GPA is the average of all of your coursework that you've taken in high school. The scale is listed on the screen for you. If you take a look, an A is worth 4, for example. During your last 2 years of high school, you can still work towards increasing your GPA. You can also take a look at the courses you enroll in. Are you taking challenging coursework that will prepare you for your future goals? This is also a time where you can step up and demonstrate some of your leadership qualities. And in addition, you want to take all of this information and start putting it in a form of a resume. This is where you would list things such as volunteer work, your work skills, and clubs and activities that you're involved with. Some of you may still be unsure about what to do, and that's okay. Check out our website for more information and make an appointment with your school counselor.